Wonderful to be here. Such energy flowing in and around, and both women and men around here. So good to have this audience. And thank you, Swati, Manogna, and team for giving me an opportunity to talk to all of you. I don't have a lot of statistics or numbers to share. All that is there in that folder that they have kept. You know, what is the women workforce percentage and how many should be brought back to the industry. All that is over there. But I think it makes sense to talk more about personal thoughts, my own thoughts, my perspective, and my experiences so that, we all can share that. So I am pretty passionate about this particular initiative, and that is mainly because I have a personal story that goes along with this. And if I share that with you, I'm sure you also can relate to it. So, my parents were back from Tamil Nadu and they relocated to Mumbai to make a living. And as usual, my father was in a pretty good job. And my mother was a homemaker, me and my brother. My brother is 5 years elder to me. And when I was 10 years old, my father used to work for a chemical company, Calico Chemicals. And he was doing pretty well. We had a decent standard of living. And he had just recently invested in a house. So we were very enthused about getting into a new house. And suddenly one day, that entire belt of chemical companies shut down. My father lost his job and we were all staring on what to do. We were in that journey of life where there was no other source of income at all. And my mother, she is a postgraduate, was far away from academics, and there was no other opportunity that she thought she can do, but she decided to get back into teaching and tutoring. So that changed the entire lifestyle for us. We again came back to a decent lifestyle. She made good money. But more than that, what I see in her is a change of personality completely. I used to look up to her as a caring mother. She used to cook food for me, clean, and keep us happy. But from then onwards, I saw her to be such a confident lady. She learned the language. Learning Hindi those days, 45 years ago, is not easy. It's completely a new language. And she picked that up. She came back. Her interpersonal skills, her social skills, her confidence, everything changed. And suddenly she was my new role model. And I'm so proud of her. And that is the inspiration, And from that day onwards, she took a promise from us, rather me and my cousins who were women, who are women in the industry now. Rather than, she told us that there is no way you will give up on your career. You have to be in the industry, in the market, in the industry, and whatever support is needed, there will be somebody to support you. If not mother, it is husband or mother-in-law or any friend that comes along the way. There is that one sponsor that every woman has to look and find, and that sponsor will give way for all these hardships that come. So, this is my personal story, and that is why this is so important to me, that we have to bring back the women workforce that is there at home. We have to bring them back in the workforce and get them going. So I feel it is doable now. Forums like this and the agencies like SheJobs and many other organizations are there that encourage people to come back. Both you and me also can take a personal goal to ensure that we bring back, say, at least 5 girls, from our background and get them back in the industry. It is very much doable. Okay, so I would just, instead of talking about all the problems that is going on, if we can focus a little about what we can do, each one of us, what we can do to bring this workforce back, I think that is more meaningful. So I shall focus on that. Just simple 3 things. If we say that each one of us will get 5 girls back in the game, we can do it. And we can do it by, say, whoever you meet, get the spark in them. If you talk about possible options and how they can come back, I'm sure it's going to encourage those girls whom you meet and talk about it. So spark them, okay? This is very simple. I mean, we can do it in a very social, way. We do it day in and out. And there are, and source them also. Obviously, we can't just talk. We have to walk the talk as well. So provide them the source as well. Me being from Tata's, I know that Tata's second career program is so much promoted every year and year, and the number of employment opportunities is so much that we always fall short in employing women associates. So that program is there. Coming to TCS, in TCS we call it as Rebegin, where we encourage all the women workforce to come back in any way. It can be flexible hours, it can be reduced hours, it can be part-time, it can be on consultancy basis, it need not be a full-time employment also. So those variety of options are available. Farzana mentioned about her organization that does, allow or rather encourage people to come back. So source them with the available options which we can do. And now SheJobs is there to help, this women fraternity. Yes, of course. And lastly, we should not just leave them there. Once they join back the industry, there is so much that they need to be hand-holded. Okay, so showcase about them, that is giving them the platform to come and talk about their achievements and contributions, and giving these awards. I think the awards that you have been giving away today is an example of showcasing their talent in the workforce. So that's amazing. That's going to encourage them, and that will keep them going. They will never think of taking a break again and go back home. So that's a wonderful thing. So just spark them, give them the source of what options are available, showcase their talent so that they are so much high in confidence, they are not going back home without a career. So all these three simple things, if we all come together and do it, I'm sure we can make a difference. Okay, so that's my appeal to all of you. And I got a chance, fortunately, to employ 3 women associates in the last 2 years of pandemic, which was a little tough. And all these 3 women had a career break for various reasons. There is one girl who had a very abusive marriage, and she did not have source of income, so we pushed her to come back. She was a software engineer, so efficient that she is now leading her numbers and her targets. She's doing so well in the company. There is another lady who is a teacher, and she lost her job because of pandemic, and she came to a software company by learning the software development language. She could pick it up, and she is now back in the game. And there is another lady associate who took a break for personal reasons, and she is also back with little bit of training and development, and she is doing a wonderful job. So efficiency, there is no doubt of talent and efficiency amongst these girls, and I personally prefer to have the hard-working mindset as well as the get-going mindset than a very, very well-educated or a qualified person, because I have practically seen that it works much better. So these are those live success stories which I have. I thought of bringing it up here for all of you, and we all together can make that difference. I'm definitely in this with all of you. All the best to the team, SheJobs team here. Congratulations again for launching in India, and looking forward to interact with all of you today. Thank you so much for patiently listening to me.